Hello and welcome back. How are you doing? I'm fine, legs still moving fortunately. My knee surgery seems to be successful so far and I feel no pain, just a mild discomfort, and I'm looking forward to rehabilitation. But the procedure was scary though. I hoped to sleep it through, but I only got a spinal anesthesia which was painful by itself and had some rough side effects. Apart from not being able to move my legs for hours, my blood pressure quickly dropped and stayed around 88 by 48, even hours after the surgery, which was very concerning. I was shivering and terrified, so I don't wish this even on my enemies. After 4 hours, I started to feel my legs again and was doing like Beatrice Kiddo in Kill Bill, talking to my toes to start moving. All is fine since then, and I try to get back to everyday life. Today we will be painting another Macross character from the original series, Roy Focker, the seasoned pilot and squadron leader who was sort of a mentor for our younger protagonists during the events of the 1982 series and the Do You Remember Love movie. The model is based on this concept art and the sculptor is Oim again, just like with Hikaru last time. It shows Roy in a pilot suit with a helmet in his hand. The downloadable file has the statue in a one-piece version and a separated one as well. Here we can look at the figure, how it will look once it's assembled. I took the one with the separated parts and printed the body separately from the head, helmet and both arms, as it's easier to paint like that. It's a very good looking model, very similar to the enemy character we saw in the show. When you open a file, you can size it up or down. Since I have some official Macross figures, like the Banpresto Minmay, that is around 20-21 centimeters tall, I wanted to print Roy taller, since he is older than Minmay and taller than the rest of the pilots as well. So I set up the body around 21 centimeters, with the head still adding 3 or 4 centimeters to it. It's always important to use the same measurements for all parts of the print, or they will not fit together and will look weird. As I mentioned in my previous printing video, I do not hollow my files and figures, so we are jumping right ahead to the next step, which is adding supports. The program is capable of automatically generating supports, but they usually are nearly not enough to hold the weight of the parts, so with a mouse click we can add extra supports where we feel it's needed.
Many minutes later.
And here it is. For this main body part, the program calculated less than 200 milliliters of resin after slicing, and this is a huge model. So after I saved the slice files on the USB hub, I fired up the printer and poured in a good amount of Anycubic's plant-based resin into the basin. I set up an Vallejo air purifier to work underneath the covers to reduce the odor even more, and left the machine working for almost 11 hours. After washing it and getting rid of the supports, it was time to cure the item under UV light. As much as we would like to, no figure comes out of the printer ready to be painted. The supports do leave marks no matter how careful we try to get rid of them, so a seemingly endless process of sanding follows. There is this ongoing Simpsons meme in the 3D printing community that perfectly describes the whole thing.
Many unbearable hours later.
Once the figure is nice and smooth, we can apply the base coat. For that I used Vallejo's surface primer again in ghost grey color. When it came to the actual colors, I was a bit torn. No matter how many images or screenshots I looked at, Focker's outfit looked different in nearly every single one. Some of them were light blue, some grey, other purple, so I really didn't know what to choose. Since I planned to print and paint another Macross character, Milia Farina Genius 2, who had a purple jumpsuit, I decided to pick something different for Focker, so that each figure can have its distinctive own color palette. I picked a very soft mint color from Vallejo's assortment, the one named light green blue. The full list of all the color names and codes will be, as usual, in the description down below. When it came to the face, I wanted to try something new, which is masking. Now, I had been struggling with masking tapes, so I searched for different methods, and this is how I came by liquid masks. Basically, it's a paint-like liquid mask that you can apply to the parts that you want to protect from other colors, let it dry, and then move on with the other color. Once that dries as well, you can simply peel off the mask, as it sort of has a rubbery consistency. I thought it would be necessary, as yellow is very hard to work with. It often requires 4 or 5 layers until it fully covers the desired area. And if you have to go over it that many times, you are bound to make mistakes and smudge what you have already painted. Peeling it off was a nightmare though. It kept on sticking in the small unreachable corners, so at the end I thought it might not have been worth all the effort after all. The rest of the process went as usual, me painting something, messing up the lines, going back to correct it, messing up again due to my ever-trembling hands, you know, the devilish cycle. This is the final look. Not bad, but not the best either. I did have some trouble fitting the parts together, especially when it came to the hat connecting to the neck, but decided to let it just go and not stress about things I have no power over. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for waiting and sticking with me. Milia and other unboxings will be coming very soon. Thank you for watching.